I don't see how normal Americans wake up and go to work every day. Like, imagine being a police officer and having to write someone a speeding ticket, but the chief executive of the country is a pedophile. I couldn't do it. I would go insane. Or being in the U.S. military, trying to uphold your oath, but the commander-in-chief just said he would commit the greatest war crime of them all, a nuclear holocaust. Right? Imagine just stocking groceries at the shelf at the grocery store. Like, I would be like, what's the point of this? What's the point of this? Now, I understand everybody has to make money to make a living, and I think this is why Americans are trapped and why so many people want someone to do something, but they can't, because if they miss a day of work, they will literally lose their homes. I get it, but I don't see how people keep going.
You know, he makes a great point, and that's exactly what the system was designed to do. The system was designed to keep each and every one of us distracted with work, with the kids, right? Sending them to the public indoctrination camps to be living paycheck to paycheck. That's exactly what the system was designed to do. The system was designed to drain all fight out of us, right? It was designed to drain the fighting spirit out of us. Because when you have a group of people who are not willing to fight back on anything, when you have a group of people who are constantly distracted, one of the biggest scams that America has pulled over our eyes, right? The biggest scam is literally social media. It's literally comfort, life. It is literally selling us the quote unquote American dream, the safety. We are the biggest and better country of them all. The propaganda machine of America has done a pretty damn good job. And I hear a lot of people say, well, why don't everybody just stop working? Why don't everybody just stop paying taxes? Why don't everybody just do this? Why don't everybody just do that? Here's the thing, man. It takes unity to pull something like that off. It takes us as a country coming together and putting our differences aside and, building that cohesiveness. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing that y'all gotta understand. There will always and forever be people who are doing better than you, who are doing better than me. And as long as that percentage exists, and it always will be, as long as that percentage exists, there will always be people who feel comfortable in their positions and looking down on everybody else, asking, why can't you do the same? And listen, I'm not faulting anybody, right? I'm not placing the blame on anybody because, listen, there's faults and there's problems, right? All across the board. But thinking that somebody else will just stop doing what they're doing, thinking that somebody else will just stop working their job, right? Thinking that somebody else will just, I don't know, for whatever reason, just stop paying their taxes just to appease the greater population. I think y'all are severely underestimating how people hold on to their comfort. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we will continue to see exactly what is going on, right? That is exactly why we will continue to go through the things that we're going through. Because honestly speaking, there's not enough people who are willing to make those sacrifices, right? The warrior class have been extinguished. They've been running programming on men for the past 30, 40 years, right? They've been slowly but surely extinguishing the masculinity in young men, right? And as you can see today, there's people, right? Well, not people, but There's a lot of men who have low testosterone, right? There's a lot of men who are stuck at home. There's a lot of men who are not working. There's a lot of men who are not putting in the work. There's a lot of men who are depressed. I mean, a lot of people in general. And in today's time, you know, both men and women have changed due to lots and lots of propaganda, right? So back to what the guy said in the video. He doesn't know how everybody gets by, you know, going through life, right? Knowing that criminal organizations are literally running the country. He doesn't know how everybody gets by when literally everything is falling apart. And he has a point. And before I get to that point, check these out right here. Got some new construction going on here. Like I said, there are people who are buying this up, right? And they're steadily building. It's coming along nicely. You know, it's nice being up close and personal to some of these. And this is why exactly that there won't be a mass amount of people who are just gonna, oh, I'm just gonna stop working. I'm just gonna not pay my taxes. I'm just not gonna do this. Why? Why would they? Why would they? Because you have people who are putting money aside and buying these up. You have corporations and organizations who are putting their money together and buying this stuff up, right? And to really answer that guy's question, you know, there is no sympathy for the common man and common woman. There is no sympathy, right? It comes down to getting how you live. And y'all have to understand that people love having one up on another person. That's why I say y'all are severely underestimating how much people love their comfort, how much people love their money, how much people hold on to their careers because they want to appear, you know, better than everyone else. Y'all are severely underestimating that, right? And you work at that Wally World job, you work at Walmart, you work at Jiffy Lube, right? You work at Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. Listen, nobody cares if you leave your job, right? Nobody cares if you stop paying your taxes. Hell, you probably don't even pay enough taxes in the first place to even make a dent. Nobody cares. Nobody has any sympathy. And this is exactly what I was talking about on one of my other previous videos, right? There is no cohesiveness. There is no unity. There is no togetherness, right? And there never will be. It won't be. It's not going to be like that, right? So at the end of the day, you have to make decisions for your own self. Stop thinking that everybody's just about to make this big old group decision and we're just going to get together, make a call, get on a Zoom call, and you know what? We're going to stop doing this. No. You're talking about damn near 500 million people, you know, in this country. Everybody's not about to stop doing anything, right? The top 20%, they're not about to stop doing anything. Because guess what? They're going to continue to buy up these homes, right? They're going to continue to buy up these homes. They're going to continue to build these homes. And guess what? You're going to continue to get left behind, right? Nobody cares about your struggle, especially if you're the average everyday Joe Schmo. Nobody gives a damn about your struggle, right? Nobody cares that you can't pay your bills. Nobody cares that you're living paycheck to paycheck. Guess what? There's somebody that isn't. And That is complete delusion to think that somebody who is living comfortably, somebody who is, traveling, somebody who is, who is not living paycheck to paycheck, it is absolutely delusion to think that they're about to sacrifice themselves and sacrifice their family for what exactly, right? To help out people who can't help themselves. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, right? I'm just communicating what I think, people are thinking, right? Nobody ever helps the bottom, right? Nobody ever helps the bottom. The bottom stays the bottom, right? And that's exactly what is about to happen and continue to happen in the United States. The bottom will remain the bottom, right? Nobody's coming to the rescue, right? People are going to continue to stock those shelves. People are going to continue to go about their normal everyday. Because here's the thing, there are no heroes, man. There are no heroes. Stop thinking that Captain America is going to appear and just save the day. Nobody's doing that. Stop acting like there's going to be some politician that comes and save the day. Nobody is doing that. Everybody's getting left behind. Either you hopping on a train or you're not, right? And people know better than to be heroes, right? Listen, we've seen heroes assassinated. We've seen heroes kidnapped. We've seen heroes completely annihilated, whole lives taken from them. Nobody's trying to be a hero in 2026, right? Absolutely nobody, right? And I've spoken on this plenty of times as well myself. I'm not even trying to be a hero because the thing is, everybody wants a hero, but nobody wants to back up the hero. In actuality, those same people who are asking for a hero will be the same people who will probably switch up and hang that hero, right? If you ever tracked Superman went through that, right? They got tired of Superman, right? Batman went through that. Batman, they tried to arrest Batman. They wanted to destroy Batman. Jesus, you seen what happened with Jesus, right? And we can go on and on and on. MLK, Malcolm X, Gaddafi. The list goes on and on, right? Is that a porcupine? Looks like it. But the list goes on and on as far as the whole hero situation goes, right? And the truth of the matter is you're on your own, right? I'm on my own as well. That's why I've been making decisions, that impact me, right? And of course, I started this YouTube channel. And for those of you who want to follow my path, for those of you who want to follow along, you can, right? And that's why I started a Patreon. So for you guys who want to walk this path, for you guys who, you want something different in your life, listen, I made something just for you. But you have to take the path. You have to walk the path. It isn't going to be given to you. No, it is not for free. And that's another thing that a lot of people got twisted and misconstrued. They think that everything is about to be given for free. Nothing is about to be given for free. Nothing is free in this world, right? Nothing is free. Even if they hand it to you and say that it is for free, it is not for free. They want something in return. I want something in return, right? When you give, you take, right? When you take, you give, right? Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It is only transferred. So stop thinking that everything is about to be for free. If you walk through life thinking everything is about to be for free, if you think freedom is free, you got it all messed up and misconstrued. If you think money is free, you got it all messed up and misconstrued. You're not getting money for free. You're not getting time for free. You're not getting punani for free. You're not getting nothing for free, right? And stop thinking that everybody's just gonna start some kind of revolution with you. That's not how America is gonna operate. Not from what I can see so far. Right? People are they're too self-absorbed, right? People are caught up in their money. They're caught up in their comfort. People don't want to lose their stuff. People don't want to lose their families, right? Some people do just want to go to work and go home. They glad to have a paycheck. They glad to have some shelter over their heads. That's all that they care about. They glad to have a piece of punani. They glad to have a husband. They glad to have a wife, and that's about it, right? Nobody's about to get out here with pitchforks and burn the whole government down, regardless of how bad it gets. That's just where we are, right? You know, I wish it could be different. I wish that people, you know, would stand up for what's right. But, you know, just sitting around and studying human behavior, well, the American behavior is unique in a sense. So studying American human behavior, a lot of people are just, the blinders are fully on, right? The blinders are fully on, and there's no getting out of this unless it just all burned down. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this. Walking and drinking my toffee, walking and drinking my toffee, not walking and drinking my toffee, but walking and drinking my coffee, getting my tan on. Your boy's looking nice and crispy, looking like a chocolate chip cookie, a Hershey bar. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you check out the Patreon. Listen, I just released a video of the stocks that you should be watching. I just released a video of the underlying stocks that you should be watching when it comes to this AI boom and this AI gold rush. Go over there and check it out. I did this a few months ago. With a particular crypto coin, and people weren't paying attention, and that crypto coin ended up somewhat blowing up, and you could have made a lot of money from that. So listen, if you miss out on this run, you just miss out on this run. I'm not your Superman. I'm not your Batman. If people don't want the information, you don't want the knowledge, you don't want the wisdom, I'm not here to beg you. I'm not here to make you do anything. The people who want it, they will get it. So come over there to the Patreon. And if you want to take it a step further, come over and join the Inner Circle. Our first networking event will be in Cartagena, Colombia. You can come out. We did get a villa together, but you can still come out. You'll have to pay for your own lodging, and of course you got to pay for your own flights to come out there. This will be huge. We're going out there at the end of the year, celebrating New Year's out there. So if you want to be a part of this, come in the Inner Circle, show us what you're all about. Like I said before, this is for high productive members, right? Men who are doing something, getting to the grind, right? Putting in the work. We're over there building apps. We're over there learning AI. And like I've said before, you know, we're also investing into stocks and crypto. And I just released a video about those particular stocks. So go and check it out. But anyway, man, the after pill is the ideology. The escape blueprint is the framework. And PFP life is how you should live, in purpose, in freedom, and in power. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint, PFP life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The escape blueprint, PFP life.